Hi guys, and welcome back to the Milk Round, Castlemilk Youth Complex's very own podcast. We bring this podcast to you every week on a Thursday night on our YouTube channel. So you're probably on our YouTube channel right now watching this video. So what would be a great help for us would be if you could like the video, check out our other videos and like them as well, subscribe to our channel and ring the bell for notifications so you can keep up to date on when we're posting. It is a Thursday night we post every week, but if you want to be the first viewer, then ring that bell for notifications. We bring these episodes out every week in a range of topics, and we've got different guests on and stuff. And this is our season 2, so we'll try to get as much guests on and as big a range as we can on different things. So we've got really exciting stuff coming up in the coming weeks, and we've got you back as well this week, Chris. So it's great to see you again, mate.
How are you doing, Lee?
Aye, good yourself.
Yes, not too bad, not too bad. I thought you've done a fantastic job last week with Kirsty and CJ coming in. It was a long one, but I thought it was well worth exploring the issues that you explored.
Definitely.
So yeah, good episode last
Aye,
week.
and a big thank you to CJ, as you mentioned. CJ was the MSYP for LGBT Youth Scotland, and she came on and she just gave so much information and great advice to young people. And she gave a shout out to her own group, All Sorts, at the Castlemilk Youth Complex, and says that it was one of her favourites. She kind of whispered it when she said it, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Aye, as you say, it was a great episode, great knowledge. So if you guys want to check that out, just click on our channel and you'll see all of our episodes there. And if you want to suggest any more episodes for us, any topics to cover, any guests to get on, or if you just want advice or information on the Youth Complex, you can get us on social media at...
It's Facebook, Kelly Youth Complex Staff, Twitter, Youth Complex CYC, Instagram, youth_complex. We've got a TikTok, it's Kelly Youth Complex, and you can drop us an email at cycyouthteam@gmail.com.
Brilliant. And if you're on our social medias, you'll have seen today that there's a really exciting news, but we're going to cover that later in the episode tonight. It's brilliant stuff, Chris. It's not just exciting for the young people. It's not just exciting for the parents of the young people. It's exciting for us as well to be able to share it. So
it's almost like Christmas has come early.
It is a bit like
That's not a clue.
We're not having an early Christmas dinner at the Youth Complex or anything.
No.
But just stay watching the episode and you'll find out what that is later. But before we get into that really exciting news, we'll often do a wee section on nice news because of what's going on in the world. It's not the nicest. It's all kind of doom and gloom right now. But on the Milk Round, you find some nice news. And this week, we're going to bring you the nice news. Last week, we done one about Youth Complex, and we're sticking with that trend again this week, Chris. We're going to speak about a lockdown lunches that have been going on again. So this was a thing that went on when we were allowed to open for a wee bit during the summer lockdown, and we decided to bring it back again for the October week. So once this goes out, it'll be a Thursday. So 2 of the lockdown lunches will already have been complete. But if you want to come down and get a lunch, then just get us on social media and you'll be able to come tomorrow. I'm kind of speaking in future...
Just getting your head around it here. It's
like Inception or the movie I seen just earlier at the cinema, Tenet. I just seen that, but it's a kind of mind boggle. But tomorrow, if you want to book in tonight or tomorrow on social media, then just hit us up on any of our social medias and ask for a slot to come down and get a wee lunch, get a wee chat with the youth workers, see our faces again, because we'd love to see you as well. So
just to make that clear, you'll be watching it and you'll have already rung your bell for notification.
Aye.
So you will be straight away watching your edition of the Milk Round. So you will be able to book a slot for the lockdown lunches tomorrow, which is a Friday. And you'll also have the bonus of seeing my cheery, masked up face tomorrow serving you.
Excellent. What a waiter. What a guy.
I know.
I might come down then if you're the guy that's working and serving the food. That sounds like a winner. So that's our nice news this week. So we hope to see you. And it's October week. So what better can it get? You're off school and you
Why
can
not?
Free,
they say there's no such thing as a free lunch, but in this case, there is.
There is.
There you go.
What a bonus. Aye, so that brings us nicely on, because we're speaking about food, brings us nicely on to our fans' favourite section, which we're bringing merch out for soon, so keep your eyes peeled. It is What's on My Telly and What's in My Belly. Chris, you weren't on last week, so we've missed a really good part of your podcast, because when you're on a podcast, you do share screen and you show us a brilliant recipe for your what's in my belly. So we missed that last week. Although we did get good suggestions from Kirsty and CG on what's in our belly and what's on our telly. So who wants to kick us off this week?
Well, so I'm not going to let the side down. I do have a Sherry Screeny one this week, but shall we build up to that?
Aye, we'll do that. We'll get mines out the way first. We'll get the rubbish one out the way, and then we'll get to the big finale that everybody waits for.
Oh, it's pressure now. It's pressure.
So, what's on my tailor this week? I don't know if the viewers watched last week. They would have heard that I didn't recommend it last week because what I'd been watching was kind of 18s and stuff that I wouldn't recommend to a lot of our members.
Nope.
But it's just because it's October and I like watching horror films during the month of October leading up to Halloween. But we found something on Netflix, and if you've watched our movie podcast, one of my favourite actors is Adam Sandler, because I grew up watching his daft movies and just thought his comedy was excellent. This time he links comedy with horror, and he's brought out a film on Netflix called Hubie Halloween, and I watched it, and I've not liked a lot of Sandler's recent stuff, but this was back to his origins and back to how daft he was in the 90s and that. It was great stuff. He's a character from Salem called Hubie, and every year he monitors the streets of Salem, keeping everyone safe. But this year, it's not so safe. It's a good family movie. Some of the comedy is a wee bit risky, so just watch if you're watching it with younger ones. They might start asking questions about some of the words used, but I think that's just an Adam Sandler movie. He gets a wee bit risky with some stuff, but I'm going to watch it every October. I think it's going to be how you watch like Home Alone every Christmas. I'm going to watch Hubie Halloween every October.
Is it one of these ones then it's going to achieve cult status then?
I thought it was excellent because it was just like back to his roots, back to family fun. I've spoken to a few people that have watched it and they're like, no, that is nonsense. It goes back to like his Jack and Jill kind of stuff, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it's going to be a staple for Halloween. Everybody's got to watch it every Halloween. But I'd recommend it to you, Chris, to watch with the new ones. But as I say, you might get some questions on the language used.
They might not already have asked those questions. That ship may have sailed quite a while ago.
maybe. But that's my recommendation for what's on my telly. It's on Netflix and it's rated a 12. So definitely watchable for all members. And I'd give it a 7.8 out of 10, so 7.5 out of 10.
Solid.
Because that's a good score. That's a good score. And then the second part of this is what's in my belly. So what have I been eating recently? Now it's no winter yet, but it is getting cold out there. It's getting really cold. There's been just a massive drop in temperature. And what I like to eat when it gets like that is soup. Like everybody likes to eat soup to warm yourself up, warm the soul, some people would say. And a classic to have around autumn, winter time is chicken and rice soup. It's a winner, so it is. And it's so easy to make as well. So as I've been trying this season is to speak to students who might be watching us, or people who are like living at home or living in halls or whatever, and they want to just make themselves something quick. Chicken and rice soup is really easy. And if you want a recipe, give us a shout on our social medias. But that's what's in my belly this week, Chris. You a fan of chicken and rice soup?
Yeah, well, our very own cafe does a very good chicken and rice soup.
Right.
They've been known to do a good one.
I've not had it before.
What, have you not?
No.
Oh, you should try it.
Try it. I will.
It's like you're one of these kind of coleslaw weirdos that's never eaten coleslaw in their life before as well. So there's another one that works for the youth complex. It's also a coleslaw weirdo, and I was like going, no, but I don't even really like coleslaw, but this coleslaw is different. So the chicken rice soup's no bad. I think I make it better myself in the house, mind.
Right.
But that's one of the children's favourites. That soup, and it's one of those ones you don't mind. You're completely guilt-free because you know they're getting their vegetable quota for the day and stuff like that as well. So
you can add stuff in easily.
It's grand.
And it's an easy make as well, Chris, isn't it? Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Really easy.
Dead easy.
And then the good thing about it is as well, you can make a massive pot and it does you for a couple of days as well.
That's it. Yeah.
Coming in from a cold day at work or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
or if the kids have been at school and they're freezing because they've been out in the playground, and coming into a nice big bowl of soup is the way forward.
Absolutely.
So that's what's on my telly and what's on my belly. So Chris, we've been building up all right. That was an all right wee start to it.
That
So
wasn't bad. That's good.
we're gonna
That's a
get
good
to the
one.
good stuff now, but the screen sharing and the good recommendations. So what have you got?
Well, I'm just going to. What's on my telly? It's not so much a kind of recommendation. It's a genuine reflection of what has actually been on my telly.
Right.
Very recently, I've been going through this Gordon Ramsay phase now. You know what I mean? So we started off at Kitchen Nightmares, and I've now started on Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
And I've just started watching that from the start. There's about 20 million series of it. So, and it's just, it's like kind of like Big Brother, but in a kitchen.
Aye, I get you.
It's kind of like that. And some of it, you know, it's just properly just been set up. And I'm still a wee bit like, surely he's no as bad as that in the kitchen. The way he shouts and balls at them, it's like, I mean, it's colourful language. That's what I will say. It's rated at a 16 plus, right?
Right, okay.
But it's colourful language, and it's language I've quite frankly already heard in the Youthy before. So I would be quite comfortable recommending it to our members. Because...
And that's just the staff you've heard it from.
Yeah. Kirsty Chapman watching tonight, hopefully. Many a time we've had to edit a podcast for a few of those. So no, it's not groundbreaking television, but if you're into cooking and you like a bit of the reality TV sometimes, then it's pretty good in that sense. So I wouldn't say it was like world changing.
No.
But so I'll probably move on to what's in my belly, and this is probably something that's a really good kind of wintry thing as well. And it's not soup, but it's a wee curry that I made, and it's from a kit again. So I'm totally cheating, but and I'm going to just get the share linked up before we even get started here. Yeah, let's see.
I wouldn't say it's cheating. I know what you mean. Like you're not making it from scratch.
Well, I mean, you'd be expected to make a paste from scratch, and that is mega difficult when you're making a massaman curry. I mean, just sourcing all the ingredients, it becomes kind of uneconomical for all the kind of different herbs and spices that you're going to need to make up that paste. Certainly, if you want to try that, that's worth it. But this was a really good wee kit that I got, and I'm just trying to see if I can change. Oh, that's a macaroni cheese, right? And that's what's inside it, and it was basically everything you needed, and then you just added your ingredients. So they recommended beef. And
have you got to picture up now, Chris? Sorry to interrupt.
It should be there, yeah. Is it not there?
No, sorry, I'm getting thumbnails at my side.
You're getting thumbnails, right? Okay.
But maybe if you're recording, so it's maybe recording your screen, which is good.
Hopefully.
Of yours, aye.
Let's see. Yeah, because usually, yeah. I mean, that's because yours are up minimized. So hopefully for our viewers, for the benefit of our viewers, you should be seeing a wee packet. So you've got a sachet of coconut milk, a couple of whole chilies, and a star anise there, and then the curry paste, which is there, and then peanuts. It's like raw peanuts. So, all you do is you're kind of getting, there's some onions chopped, chuck that in a wok with some oil, get them softened up. I've added my beef. Now, I just happen to have like a nice bit of ribeye steak in the freezer that I didn't have any plans for. But you can use literally any, like you could use that really thin frying steak. It would be fine because it's only a curry. But we don't need like fancy cuts of meat. It was just that's what I had in my freezer at the time. So I would actually recommend, if you were going to buy the meat, it would be like just get the frying steak, because when you're chucking really strong spices like that, and it really doesn't matter as much. to that. So you're chucking it in your wok, and that's the finished product. So that's got like potatoes. It's got, I chuck some mushrooms in it. So I love mushrooms anyway,
Right.
and the peanuts. And I did an egg fried rice with it. You could put noodles with it if you wanted. And the thing about it that makes it the kind of winter dish that I'm talking about is the added potatoes in a curry. I think that really bulks it out and it really makes it more substantial.
Mm-hmm.
That's it in the pot. So, and it was delicious. I've
Aye.
had a massaman before in a restaurant, and it wasn't far off that standard, I would have had to have said.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Um,
And what kind of cuisine is that, Chris? Where's that from?
That's Thai, I
Aye.
believe. I
Right.
thought it was Malaysian, but it's not. It's Thai. Massaman, and it's you can go to there's certain like restaurants. There's one in like Silverburn. It's like a kind of weird kind of Asian name, and it's like they do Thai, Malaysian, and all sorts of food. But I'd
Mm-hmm.
recommend the Massaman. It's not blow your head off spicy.
Right.
Even though don't let those chilies put you off. It's
Aye.
not. It's got coconut milk in it, so it really dies it down, and it
Yeah.
makes it really nice. I just enjoyed the hell out of it, and
Aye.
like to be honest, anything by Blue Dragon is always spot on,
Aye.
down to the soy sauce.
Yep.
It's absolutely the best soy sauce you can buy without getting into real Asian supermarket territory.
Aye.
If you're looking for a soy sauce in supermarket that that is the best, Blue Dragon by far is the best kind of
Aye.
stuff. And anything I've tried by them, I've tried the Thai red curry paste and the Thai green curry paste,
Right.
and they're all spot on. They're
Top tier.
absolutely spot on.
Aye.
So that is my recommendation
Brilliant.
for this week. I'm going to
Looks
stop the
excellent.
share. There we are.
And if
Wonderful.
you guys want the recipe and then like I know you've showed them all the ingredients, but if they want
Yeah.
anything that is up on social media.
Oh yeah, I mean you can get that in. I'm sure you can get that in Home Bargains or something like
Right.
that. Or what's the place? Is it B&M
Mm-hmm.
in Castlemilk?
Aye.
You'll
B&M.
get something like that in B&M quite easily. There's
Aye.
lots of things like that.
Excellent.
I think I got that one out of Morrison's, but you don't have to have all the fancy. See, like that was the really fancy kit. So that had star anise and whole chilies and the peanuts. But all you really need is that paste
Aye.
and add in the coconut milk. That's all you need to make it. Because I've done that with like the Thai red curry and Thai green curries. It's just the paste, add the coconut milk, and it comes out amazing. And you'll really impress. If you want to make it for your parents or something like that, you'll really impress them if they like a
Aye.
nice curry.
Aye. Brilliant.
So yeah, go for it.
And the good thing about that, Chris, is probably like with the milder curries, if you do want it spicier, you can always add like a wee bit, and just get it to
Yeah,
your liking, I suppose.
that's
Like
it.
get some fresh chilies or get like a chili powder or something and add it in whilst you're cooking.
Even a bit of sriracha, that is a genuine like Asian chili sauce. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Sriracha, if you've most people, it's pretty common now, you know, and that's a way of like heating things up. If it's not hot enough for you, then chuck some of that on it. You know, you'll be
Aye.
grand. You know.
So there you go. You'll be on Hell's Kitchen soon, Chris. What are these recommendations?
God no! See what they put them through. It's mental. But I mean, the prizes that are involved, they get like $250,000
Wow.
prize. It's like they say it's like their salary, but I think effectively what they do is they give them the money, and then they'll offer. They say that you're going to be a head chef at this restaurant, but when I've read up in the Wikipedia, they normally get like a executive sous chef, which is
Right.
like they're working under somebody because some of these people are coming from amateur backgrounds. They're not actually chefs. Although predominantly the ones that win it tend to be like a sous chef or an executive chef at a restaurant already. But it's just the standard is much higher. Doing it for Gordon Ramsay, you know.
Like Gordon. Get Gordon on a case. An interesting fact that some of the young people might not know, he actually trialled for a club in Scotland, a football club in Scotland. And it was a lot of young people support the team. He trialled for Glasgow Rangers when he was younger.
He did, yeah. I heard that. He got a really bad injury.
Aye, yep.
And that prevented him from, he was gutted, and that's what made him go into, he went and did a catering course. And the rest is history. I mean, he's a really successful
Yep.
guy, not just the television stuff that he's doing, but he has got, I think he's got currently about 20 restaurants around the world.
Yep.
And of those 20, 4 of them have Michelin stars. One of them has 3 Michelin stars,
Wow.
which is a really difficult thing to get.
Yep.
If you get 3 Michelin stars, it's like it's really hard to get.
Aye. You're top man in the cooking world.
So he is. He's a top man in the cooking world and on telly.
Aye,
So there you
and
go.
I don't know if you know about this, Chris, but he's quite good on TikTok as well.
I've seen some of his TikToks.
I mean, he's not your level, but
Of course not.
he's good on the old TikTok. He's good in the social media.
Is that the one he's kind of holding up the selfie mode and he's slagging off all the people's cooking and stuff like that?
That's
That's
like,
hilarious.
what are you doing, man? What are you doing? They're brilliant. And then he does like dances with his daughter and all that as well. But I mean, there's somebody better that dances with her daughter on TikTok, and it's yours truly. So that is what's on our tellies and what's on our bellies. So if you want to suggest anything for that, or if you want to comment what's on your telly and what's in your belly, just comment in the comment section down below or on our social medias, and we'll be sure to give you a wee shout out. So this week, Chris, we don't have a guest, but we do have really exciting news that we said at the very start as well. And that's going to be like our topic for this week's podcast, because we think it's worthy of having its own podcast. So do you want to share the news with the viewers and listeners?
Well, it's a long time coming, but from next week, you will be able to come into the youth complex for strictly limited number sessions and pre-booked and all that sort of stuff. But it is literally the first time we have been open since March. So, and in addition to that, our cafe will also be open to the public for takeaway only. And that's 12 to 2, Monday to Friday. I'll do another wee share screen. Hopefully it kind of works a bit better this time. But and I'll just put this one now. That's probably the best one. So that's I don't know if that's coming up for you, Lee, but hopefully it's coming up for the rest of us. So on Tuesdays, the music group will be starting back again. There'll be 2 slots.
Brilliant.
And it's going to be strictly limited spaces, so I'm limiting it to 5 per slot, and that's me really pushing as many as I possibly can. I was advised to do 4, but I asked for 5, and we decided that 5 was a nice number, basically.
Excellent.
And on Thursday, Stacey will be running the S1 group, and that will be strictly limited numbers. I believe that might be 4 or 5 as well per session. And we're really reaching out to S1s because they've completely missed out on our transition. We spoke about transitions in a previous episode, and we're reaching out to them because they've really missed out on all of that. So this is their first chance to get a look at the youth complex as members, and we'll be running that for the foreseeable future. Obviously, things change and things are changing in the world as we speak, but this is the plan at this point, and you can message us. And in addition to that, there's this guy. He's not a very good guy though. Like, he's not that cool, to be honest. But he's running games, and it's a similar time slot on the Thursday, and it's 5 to 6 and 6:30 to 7:30. So that's us.
That last one with that weird guy, he's he might do invites for that. That's the thing. So that might not be a bookable.
So that's going to be invite only.
It might be invites with that one. So just keep checking your social medias, or I'll speak to you possibly in the school. Or that guy will speak to you in the school.
You're breaking kayfabe there, mate. And similarly with the Tuesday, the only limit I'm putting on it is you must have been an active member in the music group previously. This isn't just a chance for you to come in and have a wee look at the Youthy. It will be strictly music for an hour, and then out we go again, I'm afraid. So it's the best we can offer right now. We're doing everything we can. It's the best we can absolutely offer right now, but it's a really good solid start to things, I think,
I agree, Chris. And there'll be lots of different measures in that in place as well, so it won't be the Youthy that you're used to. But don't worry about coming along.
Mhm.
If you are coming, we'll explain everything before you get there or when you get there.
And also to parents, we've completely thought about these activities and what would be the safest thing. So there will be lots of safety measures in place. There'll be temperatures getting taken. There'll be face masks inside. There'll be plenty of hand sanitizers about. There'll be social distancing happening. All the good stuff, all the good pandemic protocol stuff. But also with the youth complex, so it'll be cool.
Aye, it's one small step for the complex, but one giant leap for mankind in Castlemilk. we'll put that out there.
Can we quote you on that?
Aye. Somebody text me earlier to say that, so it's no matter. Aye, really looking forward to that. So that is what our message is this week on our podcast.
Yep.
Really exciting stuff, and we're looking forward to getting you in. Just Chris, you says that you've got 5 people, hopefully on a music group, 5 people at each slot. Can you name any bands with 5 members, or any of your favourite bands with 5 members?
The first one that came to mind was Oasis.
Aye, Oasis, yep.
Are Radiohead a 5-piece? I think they are.
Right, okay.
It's difficult to think of them off the top of my head like that. So
you just think 3 or 4, don't you? Usually, you're thinking about bands, but a lot of bands are
The Verve, I think, maybe.
Right, okay.
I'm
right.
thinking all these kind of indie schmindy bands now, but
a lot of bands are 4 members, but then tour with 5, don't they? Because they need someone on keyboard or synth or whatever. Or like a backup rhythm guitarist, I suppose.
There's a band that, like, and I'm currently wearing the t-shirt, The Doors. They did it the other way about, where they recorded with a session bass player, but they always played just as their 4-piece configuration live, which was, so the keyboard player had 2 keyboards, one was the bass and the rest was the kind of, so they done it the other way around. But you're right in what you're saying. Most bands, what they do is they'll add members in for the live experience, you know.
And if you guys can think of any, then give us a shout in the comment section below as well.
I think there's loads. Actually, there's loads when you think there's loads of 4-pieces. That's like that's the kind of like sweet spot, I think, for bands, you know, 4-piece. So
sorry for putting you on the spot there.
No, it's all right.
But if you can think of any more, just give us a shout at them. I just thought of that there when you says, the slots are going to be 5. I was like, that is quite a nice number. And then I was trying to think, are there any groups that I can think of? And I was thinking the Spice Girls, One Direction.
Other boy bands are available.
Well, One Direction are 4 now, in fact, didn't they? So that's
who's One Direction? Is that the one with Harry Styles in it?
Yep.
I tell you something, Harry Styles solo stuff's actually not bad. And that's me. I've just completely committed musical credibility suicide there. But like, that Watermelon song was pretty good, man.
There's going to be a mutiny in the music group on Tuesday, though.
What?
Harry Styles. Somebody will be like Dave Jones with a guitar at the Clash, like just smashing. But I put you on the spot there, but you know what's coming next, Chris.
Oh no!
You're not on the spot for us because you know that every week we do a quiz, and the hosts have been taking a doing this season. Last week, they demolished Kirsty as well. But I don't know if it was a wee inside job for Kirsty. He sabotages.
I think there's been stuff going on, Lee. I mean, how can we go from such stunning streaks as almost 16 weeks on the trot, and then to go, and it's just the start of season 2. I don't know whether we should just revert back to calling it season 1.
Aye, I think
and
so.
That'll help, you know.
So. And then we've still got the lead.
I've got a new chair, so I think it's that.
Right.
I've got a new chair. Like my wife got a new office chair for her working from home, and I'm blaming her for that.
Aye. You know what it will be? See, when you wear the belt when you're on that chair, it won't be as comfortable.
No, I can't wear the belt. I've lost it. I had to post it to Stacey.
Stacey's got it. Stacey's got to share it with James and CJ now as well.
Oh no, I think you got to say Stacey's the reigning champ there. So what we're going to need today is we're going to need to get like a proper multi-Zoom set up here. and have an elimination quiz. We could do something like that, couldn't we? And find out who is actually the real champion here.
A milk round Royal Rumble quiz.
Exactly.
Just starts with 2 people, then everyone keeps
piling in.
an entrance song and stuff. 5, 4.
Yeah, that's it.
Aye, we've got that planned. That's
That's
going to
it.
be.
It's happening.
Keep watching the milk round, and remember, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. So it's just us this week, Chris. So what I've got is 10 questions for you, like we used to do at the start of the podcast.
I'm
And it's
really
a music
nervous
quiz,
now, though.
okay?
I'm really
Sorry?
nervous now. I'm after the beatings that I've been taking recently.
I'm sure you'll do
I'm
all
not
right.
confident even saying what's your name? What age are you? I'm like,
What is this podcast called?
what's on? Who am I? Where? Anyway,
What I've got for you, Chris, is 10 questions on music.
okay.
I found it online. It's a range of decades, a range of genres. But I think you do pretty well in it.
Okay.
Before looking at the answers, I done pretty well in it. Some of them just never got at all. But I think you would do. I think you would do better than me.
Okay.
What are you aiming for?
I think if I get over 50% for this, 5,
Right.
then I'll be happy, because currently the head's down, Lee. You know, we're hitting a bad bit of form. The defenders didn't defend, the attackers didn't attack. We played with a flat back 4, but we actually went to a sweeper system, you know.
The season's not started well, but we're going to pick it up. There's still a chance to get to the playoffs, or
That's
even
it.
make it to the top of the league. And this is going to be the kick up the arse that we needed. So
That's it.
the manager's on it is. Let's go. Question 1. I can't believe this is question 1 though, because this is just going to put our head right down. What is the name of Dua Lipa's 2020 album release?
Oh my God. I only know that song. Was it Don't Give Up or something like that?
Don't pick up the phone, or
I don't know.
no, is that not? No.
Don't. My daughter would have got this.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Don't give.
It's got a really cool bass line in it, actually, which you can't deny a good bass line when you hear one, even though it's Dua Lipa. It's fine. You know what I mean? But I have no idea, so that's what I say. Don't Give Up's the name of the song, so I'll go with that.
Okay, the album's called Future Nostalgia, which I've not heard of, so...
I've heard some of the songs on it, like, because my daughter plays them.
Aye.
So
The defenders of letting Ellie go in. That's the heads are down.
But not so good.
Hopefully we can get an equaliser here. Name the song and the artist for the following lyric. Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind.
It's Rag and Bone Man.
It is. And do you know the name of the song, Chris?
Human. Human
is correct. That's us. We've got an equaliser. The boys in the back of the net. The fans are starting to believe again. All 4.
Equaliser.
Question 3, I think, is a good one as well for us. Matt Goss, Luke Goss, and Craig Logan made up which band?
Oh, that was Bros.
Bros.
Did you ever see the documentary from a few years ago? Oh my God. It is hilarious.
Right.
It's like, have you ever seen the film This Is Spinal Tap?
I've not seen it, no.
Right, so the premise of This Is Spinal Tap, they're kind of following a rock band around, and it's a complete and utter parody, and it's the rock band, they're just like, well, we got these amps, and they normally go up to 10, but this one goes up to 11. And it's just like really daft rock star.
Aye.
This was an actual documentary, but it came over like This Is Spinal Tap.
Right.
It came over like that. And there was so many memes that came out in the back of it. I just like, what was it? He said something about, I wrote a song called Hero because, you know, like you see a bin man out there collecting the rubbish, and he's a hero to me because I don't need to do it then. And he was like dead set. He was like spot on, serious about it. It wasn't even just one or two. It was throughout the whole bloody thing.
Aye.
Oh, check it out. The Bros
Bros.
documentary is hilarious.
True philosophers.
iPlayer, BBC iPlayer, check it out.
Definitely. But Bros is right. My mum would have definitely got that one as well. So she loved Bros when she was growing up. That was one of our favourite bands. So question 4, Chris, you've got 2.
Mhm.
That's it. That's good. 3. In what year did the Beatles split up?
Oh, it's between 2. I'm going to say 1969,
What was your other one?
1970.
1970 is the correct answer.
Ah,
Aye. Aye. Did they release something in 69? Was that?
they did. There was. I think it was Abbey Road came out, and then there was Let It Be. Were the two? They came out
Right.
quite close to each other. I don't know.
Right. And then
Abbey Road's my absolute favouriteest Beatles album of all time, anyway. So, but I wasn't sure whether it was like they released those albums. I don't know. Let It Be might have been 70. Now thinking about it,
right. Aye.
but yeah,
And then Yoko came along
uttered.
and dragged John away. And she was like,
That's
"No,
it.
I'm not doing this." And Ringo was like, "Why are you leaving? What's up?"
I know. I know.
So 2 out of 4.
Gutted about that one, no, Lee. I have to say, I should have got that one.
There's still a few you're gonna get. So 50% now. Question 5: what is rapper P Diddy's real name?
Puff Daddy.
His real name though, like he's
Sean Coombs.
John Coombs is correct. Aye, aye.
Mhm.
His Christian name, his Sunday name.
His Sunday name. Got
That's
ya.
3 out of 5. That's good. So complete this Spice Girl lyric. If you want to be my blank, you got to get with my friends.
Lover.
Lover is correct. Aye, which is a weird lyric, I would say. To be my lover, you've got to get with
I
my.
know. It just depends what way you're meant to take that, really.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I was going to say something, but I don't think it's appropriate.
no, don't.
Okay. So, question 7, moving on swiftly. Which 2 musicians collaborated on Another Way to Die, the theme song to 2008's 007 Quantum of Solace? I didn't know this one.
Quantum of Solace.
Yep.
Now, Skyfall was Adele, so
Yep.
that was before Skyfall. Was Jack White one of them?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so there's a half point.
So I'm trying to think of who the other one would have been. Do I get a clue, a male or a female?
It's a female.
Okay. Lady Gaga?
No, it's Alicia Keys.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah.
So 4.5, but Jack White, that's a good answer. I watched something recently with Jack White, and it was with The Edge and Jimmy Page, and he was showing them how he came up with Seven Nation Army, and Jimmy Page and the Edge started playing Seven Nation Army with him. It was brilliant, so it was.
Amazing.
And I've got right into Zeppelin recently. I've just been listening to them again and
Brilliant.
loving them, and their classic albums and stuff. So it was cool to see him older but still shredding on guitar. Aye, it's amazing.
I like Jack White. There's a lot of snobbery directed towards him as if he's not like a proper rock guy, but I think he's
Right.
one of the
Okay.
best of all time, really, you know.
Have you ever seen the Dewey Cox story? What is it? Walk Hard or something? Or it's like a parody of Walk the Line, and
Right.
Jack White plays Elvis in it.
Okay.
And he's excellent. Like, see, even if you don't want to watch the movie, watch that clip on YouTube. Like, if you're going to do anything over the next week before the next episode of the Milk Round,
Yep.
you need to watch Jack White as Elvis. It'll have you in fits of laughter. It is brilliant. Check that out. So we've got 4.5 points now, Chris, and we're going on to question 8. So we need a half point to reach our 50% and get 3 points on the board for the hosts. Gary and Martin Kemp were in what band?
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet, there we are.
Yeah.
5.5 points, we've got it. And we've got 2 questions left as well, which is good.
I was my friend's wedding last year, and He's like in the band with me. I play in a covers band now because I'm old and I'm just trying to keep my hand in it any way I can. So it was his wedding, and like we were just playing a kind of cover set for him, minus him, and he's the guitar player. But I kind of surprised him at the end with a little mash of the soppiest, cheesiest love songs I could put together. And one of them was the Spandau Ballet song. You know this love is true. So if I didn't get that one right, then
aye, you couldn't answer another question.
Yeah.
So 5.5 I've got there. I've got to our points. Question 9. In what decade? Sorry, I'll start again. In what decade was pop icon Madonna born? And I'll give you a bonus point for the exact year.
Oh, God, right. So let me think. It'd have to be the 1960s, I would have thought.
It's not the 1960s.
It's the 50s then?
It's the 50s, aye. But you can get a point if you give me the year.
It would have been like 58 or something.
58, correct, aye. Aye, so I'll give you the point. 6.5. 6.5.
Or did I get a point for that then?
Aye, because that's like, that was a wee bonus point I was adding.
I was wondering because I'm going, well, she made it big in the 80s, so she must have been in her mid-20s when she actually, hit the big time. So, yeah, I was thinking, because I'm going, well, what's 6? So, yeah, who knows? 50s then?
62, that means, aye, if my maths is right, 62. But she still acts like she's 25, didn't she? And then her fall into bits was, it was a shame, but it was funny.
I know, you kind of half laugh at stuff like that, don't you? You kind of go,
aye,
because it's all this big glamorous show and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly. So last question, we've got 6.5. I think it's a great performance from the team. The manager will be happy, the fans will be happy, and if we can cap it off with one last goal for the captain. Which two country singers famously sang together on 1983 song Islands in the Stream?
Dolly Parton.
Yep, that's a half point, so it takes us up to 7.
And Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers is correct.
Yeah.
7.5.
It's a classic.
Aye, it is. It is. And now that leads us into, we're going to do a rendition of it. So have you got your mic ready?
As long as I can be Dolly.
Oh, damn it. Absolutely Dolly. I've got my wig ready and everything.
Oh, damn it. We should have phoned each other before that.
7.5 out of 10, Chris.
Not bad. And like, see, the thing is, if you read anything about Dolly Parton, she's just an incredible human being.
Really?
Just a really nice human being, really. You know, she's got like a big theme park in Dolly World or something like that.
Maybe?
Dollywood, I think it is. Aye. And she treats her staff really well, and it was always the thing about, you know, I Will Always Love You, who the song that Whitney Houston made a huge thing on the back of The Bodyguard. That she wrote that. And Elvis was wanting to use it.
Right.
And it was, is it Colonel Parker or something was his manager?
Manager, aye.
And insisted, they said that, yeah, Elvis wants to use it, we'll pay you this amount of money, but you can't have a writing credit on it.
Oh, right, okay.
And she, to be fair to Dolly Parton, she stood her ground and she says, no, I'd love Elvis to sing it, but I can't not take the credit for this song, you know. And then she sat on that song. I mean, I don't think it was a big hit for her particularly, but then obviously Whitney Houston went in, and I was at number one for about 20 million years or something, was it not?
I think it's still number one just now, actually.
I know, I'll go and check it. Still playing.
One more bit of general knowledge. Who's Dolly Parton's goddaughter? Another famous singer / actress.
Is it somebody like Miley Cyrus?
It is Miley Cyrus, correct.
Do you know what? Do you know how I know that? Because my daughter is big into Miley Cyrus right now.
Okay.
And I try to kind of sometimes, what's the word? I kind of try to guide her a wee bit in the pop music she likes. But I have to say, like, Miley Cyrus is a really great singer.
Aye.
She's got a really good musical, from the sounds of things, really good musical stock. She's got a song out now that's #1. And
Is it? Right, okay.
that actually puts me in mind, it put me really in mind of Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac.
Really? Wow.
And I was just like going, something in there, I read up about the song. And the song is, there's actually, she sampled a Stevie Nicks song.
Right.
It's Edge of 17, but it's not that apparent. She's not completely just went, I'm taking that. She's taken a sample from the music, but then she's put her own vocal melody, and it's completely different.
Right.
And I think she asked for Stevie Nicks for her permission.
Right.
And Stevie Nicks, I think, heard what she was going to do with it and says, you can use any of my ideas. I'm completely happy with you doing that. But I think her voice is developing in that way, where she's now sounding like Stevie Nicks in some ways, you know.
Aye.
Which is not a bad thing, really. So.
Aye, brilliant. So Dolly Parton, the nicest woman in the music industry, is the godmother of, as you said, Miley Cyrus. So well done, Chris. Brilliant on the quiz and brilliant on the wee note at the end there. And I'm sure all three of the women that you mentioned will be watching the milk round. So if they'd like to be on it, just get in touch with us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dolly, I think you've been messaging Chris anyway.
Yeah, I had to change the number, to be honest.
Oh, right, aye, too much. That is us for this week's episode of the Milk Round. Thanks very much again for watching. Keep your eyes peeled for more information coming out about next week's opening of the youth complex, which is really exciting. Keep your eyes peeled for invites to the music group. I'm sure Chris will be sending them out over the weekend, possibly, or on the Monday night. And I'll be doing the same with the people in at the school, and inviting you guys along to the Thursday night of the youth complex opening. If you want to get any more advice or information, you can hit us up on social media, and you'll get us there at.
It's Facebook, Kelly Youth Complex Staff, Twitter, Youth Complex CYC, Instagram, Youth_Complex. We have a TikTok, it's Kelly Youth Complex. And our email address is cycyouth@gmail.com. And just keep an eye out on that. There's already stuff out as we speak on social media about the opening of the youth complex. So you've got all the information there. Hit us up with any messages. If any of my music group are actually watching this, then you get first dibs on a place for it. So yeah,
brilliant. If you guys can like this video, it would help us a lot. Watch our other videos, like them, share them on social medias, subscribe to our channel, and ring that bell for notifications so you're the first one to watch the new episode of the Milk Round. Thanks very much again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.